I'm a bartender here in New York City. I bartend at two locations. I'm over at Dirty French, which is down the Lower East Side, and I'm also a bartender at the Bronx Brewery in the South Bronx. That's the main gig. The business that I started last year during the pandemic is the Coquito shop. And for those who don't know what Coquito is, it's basically Puerto Rican style eggnog. It is a coconut milk based beverage that is usually enjoyed during the holidays. Got a lot of spices in it, cinnamon, nutmeg, some rum. Makes you feel nice and cozy in the inside. It's usually for celebratory purposes, but it's the holidays, hanging with family, friends, loved ones. And so the thought was that this is not something that can just be enjoyed during the holidays, but to me, year round, it's good. You know, if you like something, you like it no matter the season. Because I was out of work, like a whole bunch of other bartenders and people in the hospitality industry, and this was already a side hustle I was doing in the wintertime, I said, you know what? Let me just open up this IG page and see the feedback that I would get in. It was tremendous last year. I didn't expect it. I am so humble and so grateful that I'm continuing to spread the Coquito culture and really just inform people what it's all about and give everyone a little piece of me. And the bigger picture for me is really just spreading awareness and letting everybody know that Coquito is not just a beverage, but it's really just like a mentality in terms of like getting friends together, getting family together, celebrating wins, celebrating losses, commiserating. Community is really the main thing. And people in my culture, we already know what it is. But the beauty for me is when I can talk to someone who is not from my culture, who is not from New York. I've connected with people from like Nebraska, Idaho, other states that I would have never thought of. And to me, that's the end goal, just spreading the word and spreading the love as much as possible to everyone. And so the IG page was created more so for that than for, putting money in my pocket. In terms of the bottle itself, I wanted something that it's a shape that's really not out there. I wanted something that looked a little bit more homemade, something elegant and simple, really. I went through a couple of providers to try to see which bottle do I want. Does the price make sense? I want what others don't have. So it's like, if you don't have that bottle, you don't have that thing, now I'm going to use that. So I landed with OBC Bottle Store. I love their prices. I love the options they have. They ship pretty quickly. I did a couple of test runs before I actually launched the page, and that was the bottle that I use in New York. That is basically the best one to me, and everyone loved it. In terms of shipping, problem is if I'm sending glass bottles, I've had them break before. And so unfortunately, those outside of New York, they don't get that nice, elegant glass bottle, but they get a bottle that's easy to ship. It's plastic, BPA free. It doesn't break. And the main thing is, like, I'm going to send it to you. I want you to have the product intact. And so, I don't necessarily think I was thinking about my demographic, more so like what did I like, what appealed to me, and sort of like my immediate people that I shared that with. Their UI, their user interface was very easy to use. Everything was clear. Their pricing was marked out perfectly. Like, there was no confusion at all. Their customer service is excellent. They respond within 24 hours and they ship pretty quickly. Even if they give you a expected delivery date, it's usually a day or two early, which is never a bad thing. So it's a combination of all those three that I really love about them, and they're my go-to. I would say something like, go with your gut, man. See what you like. Talk to people. If you know anyone who does packaging, talk to them. If you talk to bartenders, talk to people. And I mean, these are products that we see around us all the time. And really just taking the time to think about just, what do I want? What do I want it to look like? What does my gut say? Find a few people that you really trust that are going to give you honest feedback. Because I feel like sometimes we get surrounded by a lot of yes men and yes people. And that's not going to be beneficial to you at all. You want someone who's going to give it to you. Listen, this ain't working right, or you know what? I think you're heading in the right direction. And for me, it's constant. It's constantly evolving. I'm kind of always looking for ways to improve. If I can get a different bottle that makes sense, or if I can change my label in a different way, just constantly looking for improvement. So that's the best answer I can give you. If you guys don't know the Coquito shop, you can find us on Facebook, but mostly we work off of Instagram. It is literally the Coquito Shop on Instagram. You can email us at thecoquitoshop@gmail.com as well, but IG is where it's at. I want to thank all for supported us in the past year and a half so far. It's been amazing. We are working on some new products. We are working on some merchandise as well, which will be a first for us in the coming months. So I appreciate the interview. I hope to continue seeing some faces that want to enjoy some Coquito all year round.